I ain't watched Jimmy in forever because I haven't been locked in, but it's about my Celtics. So we'll do some. I'm gonna throw up. Ugh. We'll do some Jimmy, then we'll do like, the normal shit. Celtics are having one of the easiest roads ever, nowhere near anything all time, and they are a super team. Lies. Rush Live, I must be dreaming. My OVO brother, what's up, dude? I know niggas still gonna hate on JT. 2 for 2. Oh yeah, LMA finna have him another kid. OVO brother, we gotta hold down the fort. It's only us. It's only us. Would it be crazy for Luka Doncic to... Bro, okay, here's another thing that I don't like about the Luka discourse. Luka offensively had a decent series. It wasn't great. He couldn't shoot from 3. The way that he plays, like, he's going to get his points, but the Celtics were forcing him in the tough shots. You know what I'm saying? Respect to Luka. I already told you how I feel about Kyrie Irving. One of the most overrated players. He's a skillful player for sure. Kyrie Irving is one of the most overrated players to ever play in this modern era of the NBA. I'm not running ads, buddy. I am poor. One of the only reasons that niggas like Kyrie Irving because he can tween, step back, and niggas is still holding on to the fact that he was Bron's sidekick and everybody loves Bron. So he's getting some residual aura from Bron. That nigga Kyrie Irving ain't been on shit until this season. In Boston, he was hurt. Niggas forget that he shit his pants against the Bucks, left us, shit his pants. This why did niggas think they was gonna win? He sucked with KD. Fuck. Luka was playing on half a knee. You say he was playing on half a knee, but drop him off. Who did you pick to win the series? Speak to Unc. Talk to me, please. Who did you pick to win the series? Everyone picked the Mavs to win the series. That's who you picked to win the series. Everyone was like, and it wasn't for basketball reasons, though. Niggas just wanted to see the Celtics lose, which is cool. I mean, it's not cool. It's corny. But everyone just wanted to see the Celtics lose. You niggas thought that a team where the third option was PJ fucking Washington was going to win a ring when the other third option is Kristaps Porzingis? Like, come on, nigga. Stop it, bro. Stop. Is he winning? I'm the best player in the world. Who's crying now, bitch? Ref gimmick. Tantrum. Yep, facts. Fuck you and Tatum.
Can you say something nice about the Celtics?
Absolutely not.
Is Jaylen Brown becoming as good as prime Kobe Bryant? In some ways, he does have some characteristics of Kobe, but other ways, no.
Just go home, get the ammo ready, get the bazooka, get the 50 cal ready.
It's the NBA Finals. And
oh my God, I miss this nigga Jimmy so much. Fuck. I miss this nigga Jimmy so much. Alright. You guys won for Bill Walton, facts. Jaylen Brown, cool. I'm talking shit. I mean, Jaylen Brown's not the best player on the Celtics, but, I mean, salute to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown proved me wrong. He proved me wrong, bro. He came up hella clutch, had a great series. Was he better than Tatum? I don't care. You could have gave the MVP to Jaden Springer, nigga. Could have gave the MVP to Jaden Springer, my nigga, and I wouldn't have gave a fuck. Show me your... All right, man.
What that means. A new champion will be crowned. Legacies will be cemented. The torch
Jalen's braid's still the same length as 2 years ago, though.
Passed from one team to another, and some of the most scorching hot takes you've ever laid eyes on. Today, we're going to take a look at some of these takes. NBA Finals Edition. The good, the bad, and the downright horrific.
Look at go!
The best offensive backcourt in the history.
When you getting your ring shipped? It'll be soon, bro. I'm gonna get my ring soon. I spoke to Tatum and shit. No basketball till October. Nah, we still got the Olympics, bro. We got the Olympics. We got the WNBA. I've been checking out the WNBA since before. I don't want, like, kudos for it or anything. You know, if there's any ladies out there that want to come over to the pad and watch some Fever Sky action, hit my DMs. My Instagram is j.rush__. Hit my DMs. My Twitter is xrushtv. Hit my DMs if you want to come over. You know what I'm saying? We could eat some wings type shit, watch some WNBA action type shit. But I've been watching the WNBA for a minute now. Like, you know, my aces, you know, back-to-back champions and stuff. You feel me? You know, shout out Asia Wilson, Kelsey Plum, all them. You know what I'm saying? Tatum don't know you. Yeah, he does. My brother.
History of the NBA and Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. Did you say history?
Wait, what? See, look.
Arguably the best.
The bad and the downright.
The lies about Kyrie are so strong, bro. Like, I can't be the only nigga that thinks that, bro. I can't be the only nigga that thinks... Niggas is calling Kyrie and Luka the best backcourt ever. That nigga Kyrie Irving is not that, bro. He's not. He hasn't been that forever, bro. Kyrie Irving hasn't been that forever, dude. Kyrie be nervous. Bro, he goes to Boston, and now he has Dookie on his fucking antas. Kyrie Irving hasn't been that nigga. Bro, Kyrie Irving ain't been on shit since 17, bro. I'm sorry. He ain't been on shit since 17, and I refuse to let niggas act like it's true. I don't like this hate Kyrie gimmick. It's not a hate Kyrie gimmick, but when you tell me Kyrie Irving is the most skilled... How is Kyrie Irving more skilled than Steph Curry? To me, because he can make a left-hand floater. Steph dribbles very good, shoots the three better. He has way more gravity. He's better as the #1 player. Like, come on, bro. He wasn't bad, but that was the super team Nets. That was the super team Nets. He was the third best player on that team. I told you, if I was at the game, I would have said something to Kyrie, too.
Horrific.
Arguably,
what are you doing, boy? I'm sorry.
the best offensive backcourt in the history of the NBA and Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. Did you say history?
He wasn't worse than Harden, yet Harden had MVP shouts that year before his hamstring went out. That stretch when... Oh, no, that wasn't the same season. But I think Harden was better than him at that point to me. Because Harden was the point guard. Kyrie was the 2.
Today's video is sponsored by Factor.
Hey, big bro, get that cheese. Get that cheese. Salute. If y'all want a cop Factor, use JxmyHighroller code and shit. Salute.
Finals have been a bit one-sided. And with my rotten team on vacation for the last 2 months, I unfortunately have no dog in this race. Instead, I cope by watching other fans viciously duke it out while their team fights for NBA supremacy. And almost as entertaining as the finals itself are some of the takes and opinions that emerge from
best backcourt since merger. Like, look at this shit, bro. Rush Skilpick. Alright, fuck you. The second best backcourt ever? Like, bro, stop, bro. Stop, bro. Kyrie not better than Dame. He just... Y'all like how he played. Kyrie has an appealing game. That's why niggas like him, bro. He has an appealing game, which I get, but it doesn't lead to the production niggas think. Kyrie Irving is a 2. He's a 2. Kyrie Irving is a 2. Kyrie Irving is a 2. He is not a 1. He's a 2. He's not. When Kyrie's been the #1, shit has always hit the fan. He is a #2 option. And once you niggas accept that and stop acting like he's the greatest thing since sliced bread because he can do some witchcraft with the Wilson, like, we just gotta stop, bro. Fuck.
said duking. And here are some of the more interesting ones I came across. Now, our first take comes from a fan that says that if the Celtics win the finals, Luka Doncic should...
This is another problem I have with this take because people picked the Mavs because they had better depth. People called Dante Exum and Josh Green and Jaden Hardy and Derrick Jones Jr. depth, and now it's Luka has no help. The bullshit, bro.
Should still be considered for
Carson
the
Edwards.
final.
No, that nigga is somewhere in Siberia shoveling snow. We no ring for him. Taco Fall, you could get a ring just for the memes, though. Grant Williams eat a dick. I'm sorry, that was rude. I fuck with Grant.
MVP. Now, my friend, I know you're in a tough position. Losing in the finals is not an easy thing to go through.
And Luka's fat, just like me. Like, fat niggas never win, bro. Fat niggas never win. What fat nigga you know won a ring besides Shaq? Like, what fat star won? Melo never won. Zion fucks prostitutes. Like, Luka gotta slim down a little bit. Or at least play some D. Fuck. Like, what fat niggas is winning? Eddie Kerr. I'm talking about fat stars. Shaq, like, the only fat star that won. He the only one. And Shaq wasn't even really fat when he won the... Shaq was fat on the Heat when he won the ring. Shaq wasn't... But he wasn't the best player. Shaq wasn't fat on the Lakers. That was Diesel. That sounds really zesty for me to call a nigga Diesel, but that was Diesel. Like, he was... You know? Shaq was solid. And he was out there cheating on his wife. Salute. Sometimes you got to get a little cheat off, though. And then Kobe snitched. That's tough. Imagine your man snitch on you. Damn. Asia got a fat ass. She got that dumb. We talking about men, though. We're talking about the man's game right now. We're not talking about women right now, okay? Shut up and dribble.
I mean, being a Blazers fan, I personally wouldn't know the feeling, but I assume it's got to be painful. But I do know where you're coming from, because LeBron's my favorite player, and I had to watch this. The 2015 Finals. If anyone tells you basketball is a 5-on-5 sport, they're lying. Because I had to watch this man get jumped 5v1 versus one of the greatest teams in...
This was Hamza's 9-11, and then KD joined, and then that was his 9-11 times 3. I ain't gonna lie. So I'll be completely honest. Steph beating me in the finals does hurt, but Steph's one of my 5 favorite players of all time. We watching that Kendrick concert tomorrow. No, I don't have internet tomorrow. They're gonna call Drake a pedophile all over the TV. I don't like that. I wasn't mad when KD went to the Warriors because I was a Steph fan. And like as a Celtics fan, did I want KD on the Celtics? Yeah, but I never thought, I'm honest, I never thought that Isaiah fucking Thomas was going to lead us to a championship. That nigga's the same height as me. Imagine me playing point guard for the Celtics. What the fuck you think we winning, nigga? Nothing. You was mad when KD left? Shut the fuck, your team isn't poverty. Well, the Wizards have never won 50 games.
In modern times. With Timofey Mozgov and J.R. Smith by his side, LeBron dragged this series to 6 games while averaging 36 points, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists in the series. And while watching Matthew Dellavedova nearly go into cardiac arrest trying to chase Stephen Curry around for 40 minutes, many fans asked the question, even if the Cavs lose this series, should LeBron still receive Finals MVP?
They robbed Steph and they robbed Tatum too.
The answer was no. And it will always be no. Instead, the award went to the man who was guarding LeBron. To give some perspective on how LeBron nearly single-handedly willed the Cavs to a championship in 2015, here is a breakdown of how much he was contributing to his team in that finals.
Daddy. Kuz could have been in the finals. You getting lucky tatted on your ass. No, I already have the 2. I'm getting 2 tattoos, Celtics related. I just have to map out when I'm going to do it. I might go do it this Saturday, honestly. I don't know if I want to. Do I want to go alone or do I want to go like with a? I don't have any ladies to go with me, so do I want to go alone or do I want to go like with a nigga? You know, we'll see. But yeah, I might go this weekend. IRL the tat. We'll see, bro. Go with a bitch. Get Deuce tat on him. He's a chap. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing, bro?
Series. By himself, LeBron accounted for 38% of the Cavaliers' points, 56% of their assists, 28% of their rebounds, 60% of the total points generated throughout the series, and was able to win 2 games. So far in the 2024 finals, Luka single-handedly makes up for 33% of the Mavericks' points, 40% of their assists,
He's just fat, though. He's just fat. Like, he's fat. It's okay, though. Like, fat niggas don't win, bro. We don't win. How often do fat... Like, bro, look at Embiid. He doesn't win. Look at Zion. He doesn't win. Fat niggas don't win, bro.
24% of their...
Fat niggas, they cool, but, like, they don't win.
Rebounds and 48% of the total points generated by the team. It doesn't matter how well a player plays in the finals. You have to win it to even be considered for the finals MVP. The award is for the best player on the winning team, not just the best player in the series. And if LeBron's performance in the 2015 finals didn't warrant a finals MVP...
Look how young Steph looks. Oh my God, fuck. That sounded crazy.
Despite the loss, I'm not sure if anything ever will. Now here's a take.
I'm talking shit about Luka, but like, I mean, he's a generational offensive talent. His defense is fucking atrocious, and that's why niggas want to talk about Anthony Edwards being this baby MJ. They didn't attack Luka. They let Luka sit in the corner on Kyle Anderson all fucking game. They let Luka sit in the corner on Jaden McDaniels all game. You got to bring Luka up in the pick and roll and make him move. It's basically like fighting a boss, right? And like, imagine you're fighting a boss in a video game, right? Like, you gotta just keep hitting him with attacks, so he's weaker when he attacks you. If like, you just think about as a person, if I'm making you work on the other end, you're gonna be tired on the other end. It's gonna be harder for you to shoot and make plays. Like that fatigue's gonna take over, nigga. You're not gonna beat fatigue all the time. You feel me? It's just facts. How many gifted to get wrist ranule tatted? That's crazy. Like when you fight off wings in your drink.
For all the Celtics fans out there, this fan says that a championship for Boston this season
Tatum's
would make
a better
Jayson
player
Tatum
than Paul Pierce
better
ever
than
was.
Paul Pierce. Now, let me begin by saying Paul Pierce has become one of the most underrated
Yeah,
stars
he's
of the
my,
past.
These are both my GOATs, so it doesn't matter. He's one of the most underrated niggas ever. Tatum is better than Pierce was, though.
Resume doesn't quite stack up to some of his peers of the 2000s, but Pierce was a really good player and a cornerstone to the Celtics franchise for 15 years. Some moments and opinions he's had over the last few years have kind
I don't want a taste of it. I just want the whole load. I'm sorry.
of skewed the public's perception on him, but that doesn't change how awesome he was as a player. But with that being said, as an individual player, Jayson Tatum is already better than Paul Pierce was.
Look what I said. Look what I said.
Tatum has a more well-rounded game. He's a much better playmaker.
I mean, those career numbers are skewed because he was, sitting on the bench and bullshit in those last couple years, but he's better.
More versatile, and where Pierce really shined with his scoring and shooting ability, Tatum does even that at about the same rate and caliber. Keep in mind, Pierce did play in the slowest era in NBA history, so his
Tatum
numbers
smells
don't quite
like
do
a
him
champion.
justice. Adjusted for the pace of
Like a
today's NBA,
champion.
his numbers would look something like
What did he
this.
get in the draft?
Really similar to
Probably
what we've
another
seen
big
from
man.
Tatum throughout his
I don't know
career.
about free
But
agency,
overall,
'cause we
Tatum
don't have
has
much money to
already
spend.
peaked higher than Pierce did. He is a far better defensive player than Pierce was, and he's more versatile on both ends of the floor. Tatum already has 10 times the MVP shares Pierce did in his 19-year career. Individually, Tatum has been good enough for long enough to say that he has a bigger impact on a game-to-game basis than Pierce did. At the moment, you can still make an argument for Pierce being the better player throughout his career, but if the Celtics win a ring this year, and especially if Jayson Tatum wins a Finals MVP, then that argument no longer exists. But even with
Tatum probably should have got the Finals MVP, but like I said, it doesn't matter, bro. You could have gave that shit to Jordan Walsh, nigga, and I would have been elated.
without
What team you bandwagoning this year? Still the Thug Chiefs. I just root for players, man, and then my fantasy team. I mean, I'm a Jettas fan, of course. Mahomes is my GOAT. I fuck with Lamar. My Eagles, Jordan Love, that's my guy. We'll see. Josh Jacobs.
those accolades on his resume, I agree with this take. Jayson Tatum is better than Paul Pierce was, and a ring this season would cement it. Now, this next take came live on air during the Western Conference Finals, and fans are interpreting it in a few different ways. In the midst of going up 3-0 on the Timberwolves, Stan Van Gundy said that Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving are arguably the best offensive backcourt in the...
No, these niggas is not the best backcourt. Stop lying. Kyrie Irving, overrated. We not jacking it. We not jacking it at all.
history of the NBA.
They have two guys that are pretty electrifying as well. Yeah, and Minnesota's top-rated defense is going to be challenged trying to slow them down. Arguably the best offensive backcourt in the history.
Kyrie or prime Ron Baker. That's a tough one, man. Wichita State? Might have to lean Ron Baker, especially because he's Caucasian.
NBA and Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. Did you say history?
Now, Luka and Kyrie have only played about
They're not better than
70
Steph and
games
Clay.
and this is their first postseason play together, and they haven't really accomplished much in the grand scheme of things, and about a million other reasons why this sounds crazy.
Kai,
But Stan
Dante,
wasn't implying
brother,
anything
what's
about
happening,
success or accomplishments, just simply as an offensive...
And y'all niggas be sucking his dick calling him Kai, nigga. Call that nigga Kyrie Irving, bro. Calling him Kai. What's up with this shit, man? Oh my god, Kai, look at you dribble. Kai. Kai. Hella. Oh my god. Tribe, we take power from our losses, Tribe, and we use it to grow in the future. Nigga, you was in Boston getting fucked by Lucky, nigga. Nigga averaged 13 points. And you want people to call you the boy. Yeah, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with... Y'all call him Hella, you can call me the boy. Yeah, Clay gonna go to the Magic. And, sit in the corner, throw up some bricks. The honorable thing is to give me the loot. Niggas really call that man hella, bro. You're 30. I'm 25. Watch your mouth.
Duo, Luka and Kyrie might be the best backcourt we've ever seen. And if we're just talking about offensive ability, then there really aren't many backcourts that stack up against this one. That short list may include 2018 Harden and Chris Paul,
give me them
2021
niggas.
Harden and Kyrie. If we consider Luka to be a guard, then surely LeBron and Kyrie in 2017 would be considered a backcourt duo as well. Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker were pretty damn good. This fan might be onto something with his choice of the best backcourt of all time. And of course, the two elephants in the room, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
Light skin.
For the
Wall and Beal. We don't mention those. The only time niggas is mentioning Wall and Beal is at a goddamn Washington bar trivia night, nigga. We don't talk about them.
sake of this argument,
We talk about Kelly Olynyk, Game 7. Take that.
if we ignore the accomplishments and the time these duos played together and just approach this from the aspect of offensive ability and production, then Luka and Kyrie are actually in the conversation for the best offensive backcourt in NBA history.
Kyrie's
Taking
overrated.
the best versions of each of these backcourts throughout the years and looking at some of their numbers like points per game, total points generated per game, this statistic factors in assists to their total offensive output, shooting efficiency, and their
You
offensive...
guys know what the honorable thing would be? Like, take a guess. Just take a wild guess. What do you guys think the honorable thing would be right now? I have an idea, but I want you to keep it tucked in your head, okay? What would the honorable thing to do be? I'll give you a quick choice. Give me the loot. It's the honorable thing, nigga. Give me the loot, bitch.
impact through offensive estimated
you're
plus
locked in.
minus, then it's pretty tough to
What up,
choose
PJ?
just one backcourt
Tatum to
out
give
of
his
these
ring
five.
back.
Luka and
No,
Kyrie
needs to bring me the loot.
are the most productive, and they're just about as impactful offensively as these other backcourts. But once you factor in the shot making, scoring versatility, gravity, and all the
Show the
little things that
table.
make a player special
What table?
offensively that the numbers might not account for, then you could
doing a
definitely
line?
make
I haven't
an
done
argument
coke
that
in years.
Luka and Kyrie are the most offensively talented backcourt in NBA history. Now, as to how good they are, well then if we can't use accolades and accomplishments,
Kyrie can't
and this
stick
is
no
just
D.
an eye test kind of thing, then that's pretty subjective. Steph and Klay
what's
were
up?
good enough to win 4 titles together, but I guess you could say that as a backcourt, they weren't as good at basketball as the combination of Luka and Kyrie. Harden and Kyrie were really good at basketball, but they didn't really play together all that often. And it feels a bit wrong to not at least consider that within this discussion. Once you start to factor in what these backcourts actually did together,
sorry, bro,
this
I
entire discussion changes very quickly.
Oh, man. I just can't get behind this Kyrie Irving shit, bro. I'm sorry. I just can't fucking get behind it, dude. I'm sorry. He's overrated to me, dude. He's a talented player, but he's fucking overrated, man. I'm sorry. He's overrated. Fucking Leandro Barbosa greater than Kyrie Irving. Simple.
But in terms of exactly what Stan Van Gundy was referring to, offensive
Why couldn't he do that when
excellence,
Lucky
then
was in the
Luka and
building?
Kyrie are, in fact, arguably one of the best backcourts the game has ever seen. Our next take is one of the more unhinged takes I've seen recently. Let's not sugarcoat it. Jayson Tatum has underperformed a bit over the last couple weeks, and coming off the heels of a Jaylen Brown Conference Finals MVP, followed up by a lackluster start in the finals, Tatum's superstar label has been put into question.
Are us light-skinned niggas an endangered species? Like, when you think about the big 3 of light-skinned niggas, like, you think, even the big 4, like, if we really want to extrapolate it to, like, the Mount Rushmore, like, me, Odell, Tatum, Drake, like, when you think about the 4 of us, like, a lot of people are really preying on our downfall. Like, people don't want to see Odell win. He won the Super Bowl. He went out with that injury. Drake, I mean, you see what happened with that. And then Tatum, they just don't want to, like, see us win. And it's like, I'm not really a fan of that, you know? Like, and the niggas don't want to see me win either. Like, so it's like, it's really tough to think about, like, the state. Like, light skins might be going extinct, you know? I'm brown. It's because it's summertime, bro. I got a little tan on. It's because of the lights and shit. If you see me in real life, I'm light skinned, bro. It's just the tan and shit. You know what I mean?
The peak of Jayson Tatum propaganda? This right here. Fans claiming that Jayson Tatum is an elite role player. The LeBron James of Tobias Harris's, if you will. And this take is missing so much context that I almost want to start rooting for the Celtics purely out of spite. Since the start of the conference finals, which is when this discourse really started.
Okay, like I said, bro, he wasn't shooting good. He wasn't shooting good. Let's just be honest. Tatum wasn't shooting good. But, I mean, bro, he's playing center, my nigga. He's playing center out this bitch, son. You Indian.
To gain traction, Tatum has been averaging 26 points, 7 assists, and 10 rebounds a game on 52% true shooting.
Y'all niggas gotta give it up. Games. Stop hating on Big Deuce, man.
Those are all NBA numbers in the playoffs, and people are calling him a role player.
Hating on Big Deuce is not handsome, bro. It's not handsome at all, bro. It's not handsome, bro.
In fact, there have only been 7 players in the history of the NBA to make it past the first round while averaging these numbers in a playoff run. Oscar Robertson, Larry Bird, LeBron, Giannis, Jokic, Luka, and Jayson.
And Young Rush.
A really, really good group of elite role players. Now, I will be the first to say that Tatum has drifted into unwarranted territory over the last year or two, with some fans trying to jam him into the top 5 players in the NBA discussion.
Okay, let's just talk about it. If Tatum's not top 5, who are the 5 players better than him? Like, okay, Tatum's biggest problem is offensive consistency. He gives you good playmaking on a nightly basis. He gives you all NBA level defense. He gives you the best rebounding that's not a big man. Who's like, okay, Luka, Giannis, Jokic. Those are the definitive niggas I'll give you. After that, we can have a discussion. Embiid, no. I refuse. I refuse to ever put Embiid over Tatum again in my life. I refuse to ever put Tatum over, like, no. No. I'm sorry. Embiid is one nigga that will never be placed above Tatum again in my life. I'm sorry. No. He can't stay healthy. He's fat. And every time they play in the playoffs, Tatum cracks his muffin. He's better. If you say SGA's better off one season, I don't agree with that too, but whatever, right? You're taking Ant. Here's where the lies come in. How much better is Anthony Edwards than Jaylen Brown? I get that he's the number 1 option, so I take into account that. How much better is Anthony Edwards than Jaylen Brown? SGA better? It's one season. It's one season. It's one season. Joel Embiid is not better than Jokic. Joel Embiid is not better than Jayson Tatum. I'm sorry. I don't believe that, bro. I don't believe that. One season of Shea making the playoffs for the first team, averaging 30. I'm not going to say he's better than Tatum when Tatum's 3 straight All-NBA first team. Tatum's a better defender than Shea. Shea's a more efficient scorer. That's Tatum's biggest problem, his scoring efficiency. When you look at the game beyond that, I don't care about Joel Embiid and that mid-cock. We don't care about Joel Embiid, bro. I'm sorry. Joel Embiid, I'm not, in a playoff setting, nobody cares about Joel Embiid. It doesn't matter. Every year it's the same shit. Get hurt in the regular season. Out of shape. Fat. Lose. Get hurt in the regular season. Out of shape. Fat. Lose. Come on, bro. Jimmy Butler, I can name you 10 niggas. I can name you 10 niggas I would rather have in a playoff setting than Joel Embiid. I can name you 10 niggas. Y'all glorify. I'm not. If you say Tatum's not top 10 or top 5, okay, whatever, right? But
I don't fuck with drugs, popping X for the first time. That shit kicked in like a 2-time world champ.
Brother.
Celtics got a Mickey Mouse ass ring, bozo, calm down, buddy, with all the dick sucking.
Tone, the group chat was mighty quiet. You niggas are running. You niggas got your track shoes on. Giannis, Jokic, Luka. How is it not fair for me to say that Tatum can be 4? I'm not saying... I think Tatum can slot between 4 and 7. Tatum can slot between 4 and 7. Embiid is not better than Jayson Tatum. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. After a while, because if we're taking a nigga at their peak, Zion better than half these niggas. Zion is better than half these niggas at his peak. But what happens? He's fat and he can't stay healthy. Simple as that. What is Embiid? He's fat and he can't stay healthy. I'm not taking Embiid. I'm not taking Embiid over Tatum. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. What am I smoking? Fentanyl. But I'm not taking Embiid over Tatum. Playoff performers. I'm about to tell you all the niggas is playoff I'm about to tell you niggas all the playoff performers that I'm taking over Embiid. Embiid gives us 50 in the first half consistently. Go look at who Embiid is cracking open. That nigga Embiid would purposely miss games against good teams so he could come back and save it so he could shit on the Spurs and the Hornets and the Wizards. Giannis is better than Tatum and SGA. Giannis is better. Giannis is better. In the playoffs, over Embiid. Give me Tatum, give me KD, give me LeBron, give me Giannis. Give me Luka. Give me Steph, give me Jimmy Butler. That's 7 niggas I'm taking in the playoffs over Embiid right now that have a track record. That's just a track record. Give me Jokic. That's a track record of 8 niggas in the playoffs that I will take over him. Devin Booker has better playoff highs than Joel Embiid. Let's just be honest. Devin Booker has better playoff highs than Joel Embiid. He does. I'm not saying I'm taking him, but I'm just letting you know what's up. If you're always hurt and you're always out of shape, after a while, I'm going to penalize you for that. Like, if LeBron gets hurt 1 year, okay, cool, whatever. Tatum damn near not better than Steph right now. You can say it. I mean, if you, like I said, Tatum can slot between 4 and 7 to me. But Steph didn't make the playoffs. Steph didn't make the playoffs, and he's getting older. I'm also projecting. Y'all niggas never doing this again. When we get Trae Young, it's over. Bro, Tone, stop talking about the fucking Lakers. Your coach is JJ Redick. Stop. Tone, it's over. Get ready to learn Bronny James, buddy. Get ready. It's up, nigga. Also, you're getting Trae Young for what? Why the fuck would they trade Trae Young when they got the number 1 pick in the draft? Why? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, Tone? Y'all Lakers fans is goofy. And I told you, I really got to talk my shit now. Hold on, I really got to talk my shit now, bro. I told you niggas straight up. But, Jair, here's the thing. If you're going to rebuild, trade him to the Spurs for a top 10 pick. A top 10 pick and Devin Vassell or Keldon Johnson if you're going to rebuild. Let's get Austin Reeves, who's 20-7. Let's get Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura. What the fuck are you talking about, dog? Why the fuck would they do that? Why would they do that if they're going to rebuild? Tone is goofy. Your best bet is getting Zach LaVine, and that's not going to change shit for you. JJ Redick a dub. He can connect with the players. Okay, he's never coached ever. I'm not saying he's a bad coach. I like JJ Redick. He's no Joe Mazzulla, though. Austin Reeves, Hachimura, and Jalen Hood-Schifino a solid package. Not for a top 6 point guard in the NBA. No, like, I'm not a fan of Trae Young, but he's become vastly underrated. Vastly underrated. Mazzulla hadn't been a head coach, but Mazzulla had been a coach. Mazzulla had been a head coach at a D2 level. Mazzulla had been a coach. I'm not a Trae Young fan, but he's become vastly underrated, bro. A nigga that can give you 20 and 10 on a nightly basis, I'm not giving him up for Austin fucking Reeves. Austin Reeves is not young. Same way niggas think Shai Gilgeous is young. Shai Gilgeous is a couple months younger than Tatum. Shai Gilgeous is not young either. It's just because Tatum's been doing this shit since 2017 that niggas think 2018, niggas think it hit different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you trade to the Spurs, you get the 8th pick in the draft. Now you have the 1st and the 8th pick. That's better. Shai caught his buzz late. He's still not young, though. Reeves, Rui, and a 1st gonna get Trae Young. Tone, you are goofy. Tone, you're goofy as fuck. You're goofy as fuck for thinking that. Like, there's plenty of teams that could offer a better package for Trae Young. You put Trae... I'm gonna be honest, I'm glad I got this ring out, because Wemby is about to fuck the shit out of the league. I'm gonna be honest. I am a Wemby fan. Trade him to the Spurs for the 8th pick. Why the fuck would I want Austin Reeves, who's already signed to a contract, over the 8th pick? Vassell, Keldon Johnson. I'll take... They probably won't trade one... If I can get one of them in the 8th pick, or if I can get one of them in both of those picks, that's a great trade for Trae Young. That's a great trade for Trae Young. That's way... I'll take Wemby, or I'll take Vassell or Keldon over Austin Reeves in the 17th pick, as opposed to the 8th pick. It's the 8th pick in the draft, if you're going to rebuild. But I don't think they're going to trade Trae Young. I think they trade DeJounte. Lakers got the 15th. The 8th pick and the 15th pick are not the same, Tone. What are we talking about? Why would they... That's just a bad trade. We getting Spida and Clay. Donovan Mitchell's going to sign his contract, so that's one. Like, if you told me, okay, Austin Reeves for DeJounte Murray, boom, okay, cool. That's fair. I don't know how niggas can put Shea top 5 and have him better than Tatum after one season. He put up 30. I respect it. I'm not putting Shea over Tatum. I'm just not. I'm sorry. I have a hard time doing it. I'm sorry. You got to do it again. You got to show me again. Show me again. Show me again. I'm a champion. Tatum is a champion. He's a solid 2-way guard. Tatum can guard 1 through 5 depending on the night. Tatum just played the whole finals playing center, basically. Tatum played center. He's consistent. Offensively, scoring points, yes, he's more consistent than Tatum. That's Tatum's biggest fault. He doesn't score consistently. He has off-night shooting. But last night, when he attacks the rim and he's not pussy, who better? Did Tatum win a state championship, though? Yeah, he did. He was also Gatorade Player of the Year in high school. Yeah, so.
When he isn't, but even when Tatum has a subpar stretch of games or doesn't fit the typical mold of high-volume, ultra-bucket getting...
I need those green Tatum 2s, bro. He shot 11 of 24. Yeah, because he was throwing up bullshit, bro.
Superstar that we like to see, he is still one of the best players on the planet. Calling him an elite role player is hyperbole. I get that. But the less brain rot version of this argument is that Jayson Tatum isn't a star in this league. And this is 100% objectively wrong. There is no metric or game or series.
You ain't know Tatum's dad played in the league? He didn't play in the NBA. His dad played overseas. And he played with Larry Hughes in college.
Or play that
he can have an off night. I mean, yeah, that's because he's, like, his team's better. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a fair case, but when Tatum didn't have help, we saw what happened. When Jaylen Brown went down and the team sucked, he gave you 50 in a play-in game to get into the playoffs. He gave you 50 against the super team Nets to win. When Tatum's been asked to be the hub of everything, he's done it, and he can do it. The team is worse without him. It's obvious the team is worse without him. Jaylen Brown stepped up, and he didn't turn the ball over as much, but go look at the numbers when Tatum's on and off the court.
There is no metric or game or series or play that you could use to make this argument. At times, I too am not a big fan of the Celtics. This, however, does not send me into psychosis claiming one of the best players in the world.
I need to get a better PC. I have the money, I ain't gonna lie. Especially if I'm not going to the parade. I have the money, but the problem is bad. The problem is, god damn, this bitch thick as hell. My shit be moving hella slow when I want to play GTA. Pride Parade, Celtics Parade, bitch.
Is a role player.
I mean, it'd be some bad bitches at the Pride Parade, though. Do your homework.
This take is abysmal. But let me know what y'all think. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're at it, share your hottest take. The hotter, the better. Hope you all enjoyed.
Hottest take, Kyrie Irving, the most overrated nigga to touch the rock.